What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to what will be Magic Kingdom. Tonight, we are attending our very first Disney Villains After Hours.
Very first one. First timers here. First timers here.
Courtesy of Disney.
Yes, they actually invited us here tonight. We are super excited to check this out for the very first time. We've been to an after hours event before, but we have not been to Disney Villains After Hours.
Yeah, so we're actually getting started here in the Contemporary. They've got just some food for us and an opportunity to check out the merchandise that they're going to be doing. So we're going to check that out and some of the food, and then we're going to actually head back over to Magic Kingdom and actually check out what Disney Villains is all about. They do have a few new things to start the year.
Yes, for 2020, there's some new exciting things which I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
With the Villains Caravan.
Something like that. So pretty excited, and let's go check it out.
We have made it to Villains After Hours at Disney's Magic Kingdom. I'm ready for a spooktacular, spelltacular kind of night. We're gonna ride some rides. We're probably gonna get some popcorn in our popcorn buckets. If you don't know, at after hours of any kind, including Villains After Hours, you can actually get popcorn, soda, and ice cream included with your admission. So we're gonna fill this baby up.
All right, so we're sitting out on Main Street. We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. One thing to really note about any after hours event that you're doing, so this includes Villains, is that really your time here needs to be spent maximizing it with attractions and character meet and greets if they have that. They're not really gonna be having too many meet and greets here specifically for Villains. They actually don't have any out for the Villains After Hours party. And I'm not sure what they're going to have for actual meet and greets. So we really want to try and maximize our time and do the attractions. So that's like Space Mountain, maybe Thunder Mountain, Seven Doors if you can do that. But one thing that you also want to try and avoid is things like Splash Mountain. That's a 25-minute ride almost, and that's a lot of times you're going to be losing to do attractions. So we're going to be bouncing around, trying to do some attractions. It is officially 9 o'clock. The party is officially starting, and I'm going to go get a free Coke and some popcorn.
Guys, Josh is the weirdest human. I'm not allowed to put popcorn in our popcorn bucket. He said it'll make it dirty. It's called you wash it.
You know how hard it is to clean one of those things?
So now I gotta carry this and I gotta carry this.
So something that you guys should know is that if you're already in the park and you already bought your after hours tickets, you can actually just check in at different locations. It's very similar to any of like the Halloween parties or the Christmas parties, where if you already have a ticket, you're already in the park, you can just go to some locations, check in, and you're set. So we actually got ours before we even came in, so we didn't have to worry about it, but keep that in mind. You don't have to run back out to the front of the park to check in.
So we're going into Space Mountain, and it's gonna be like Halloween. It's gonna be a high energy soundtrack through complete darkness.
All right, well, we were gonna get, we were in line for Space Mountain, we were gonna ride it, but I think maybe like it broke down or one of the sides are down because
it said it was a 15-minute wait, and we were in there for 15 minutes and still couldn't even see the track.
Yeah, we hadn't moved very much, and now it's a super long line. So keep in mind, I mean, you're paying a lot of money to come here for after hours. If you're in line for something like that and it's taking really long, jump out and go ride something else.
Yeah, don't waste your whole night standing in one line.
So we honestly, we probably would have stayed and waited, except because Disney has provided us to us tonight, the ticket, they have a special viewing for us by the partner statue for the
stage show.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and do that, and then probably hang out in that area because the parade or the caravan, the curse,
right after.
Sorry, it's the Curse Caravan is gonna be coming right after that. So
then we're gonna hit up some rides.
Yeah.
where was I? Ah, yes, my plan. The Fates have revealed the most useful information.
The Fates? And what did the troubled triplets see of this time?
A prophecy!
Ooh, a prophecy! Because that worked out really well for you last time.
Hey, when the 5 planets align, as is their mission, everything you wish will come to fruition. The 5 shall come together and hear thy curse. Evermore, you shall rule the universe!
Watched the Castle stage show Villains Unite, and it's actually very similar to the Villain Spectacular at the Halloween party, but like a completely different soundtrack and some different villains that come out, and there's projections on the castle, which is really cool, and they are unique to Villains After Hours. So this is a show you can only see here at Villains After Hours, not anywhere else, not any other time here at Magic Kingdom. So definitely something unique. It was about a 20-minute show. They do it twice during the night, so whenever you get here and get your park map, just check and see the times if you do want to come see the show while you're here.
Follow me!
Oh, whatever. Oh, no. Gonna bounce right down the ride. Ring. R-N-I-G. So also during Villains After Hours, they have special Photopass opportunities. So that's really nice for us, is that we have Photopass with our annual passes. So we are gonna stop here and see what these special opportunities are here tonight.
So the second ride that we're doing tonight is one that is extremely popular during normal park hours, which is Peter Pan. And right now, they're feeding us through what is kind of like the handicapped fast pass line area. And it's only about 10 minutes. It's pretty short. The ride is, if you don't know, is continuously moving. So this is a good one to get on because it's always going. So one thing to note so far, one thing that's really great about After Hours is, as you guys can see in some of the B-roll footage that's playing, it's not super busy. Especially like when you're walking past Small World, it's always like this super packed area right here. It's always super packed over by the carousel, and you don't see a lot of that. And obviously, you know, we just walked on basically to Peter Pan. We did wait maybe like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but still, I mean, comparably to any other time, you're you know, waiting 45 minutes maybe.
Oh my gosh, Peter Pan's always like an 80-minute wait.
So After Hours can be a huge benefit to trying to get and do some attractions that maybe you can't do during the day or you're having a hard time getting fast passes. Alright, so I'm here at Casey's Corner. I've got the Hades hot dog. After tax, this is $10.11. And it's pretty good. It's your standard hot dog. And comes with buffalo chicken, I believe like a ranch or blue cheese dressing over top of that with sliced celery, and which looks like some like little bacon pieces on there as well. Of course, as always here at Casey's Corner, if you spend a few more dollars, like maybe 1 or 2, you can get a foot long and split that between 2 people. This is definitely a distance served for 1 person, but overall I think it's really good. The buffalo chicken is not super spicy, but it does have that nice heat flavor in it. But then that is also balanced really well with this like blue cheese ranch dressing that's on top. The sliced celery that is on here, you might be like, ooh, that's kind of weird, but really helps to add another texture to the dish and gives it a little bit more of like a crunch, kind of balancing out the hot dog and the bread. So I actually really like this. I think it's really good.
So in addition to the Hades hot dog that Josh got here at Casey's Corner, there are a bunch of other snacks that you can get here during Villains After Hours. Now these are an additional price. It's not like included like the popcorn and the sodas and ice cream, but they have some really cool things that are actually themed after the villains, which is kind of cool to have something extra special while you're here.
Absolutely.
So we actually got to check all of them out while we were over at the Contemporary before we came over tonight. So we got to see them all. They had some for Ursula, they had the Queen of Hearts, They had a Hades drink. It was really cool. So they didn't just have snacks, they also have drinks. And to find out where all of these snacks are located, grab a map whenever you come in. You always want to grab a map if you come to a special ticketed event. It will tell you basically everything you need to know about that event. So all of those snacks and drinks are listed and their locations on the map.
Another thing too is that they do have special merchandise here as well. They've got a few shirts, they had a jacket, they even had this sipper cup that Taylor just almost poked my eye out with the straw, and he lights up.
He does. He's got different settings too, which I think is awesome.
So this was $20, and we kind of went and bought that right away just because we kind of felt like this is something that's very unique. It's Oogie Boogie.
And
Oogie
sipper
Boogie's,
cups are like high demand.
yeah, and Oogie Boogie's really popular. So that's the only thing that we got. They did have some jewelry. And they had, I think like they had one mug that was a Queen of Hearts, or not a Queen of Hearts, I'm sorry, the apple.
Oh, the evil queen, like poison apple. They also have popcorn buckets, Oogie Boogie popcorn buckets.
Thank you to Disney because they provided that one to us.
They did, which was actually really cool. I was super excited to actually put popcorn in it, but like I said earlier,
no popcorn.
Josh wants it to remain clean.
Yes.
Just like the cup that I put water in to drink.
But if you are coming, there is very specific merchandise that you can purchase here at Villains After Hours at Magic Kingdom.
We are in the Cinderella Castle Hub, near the castle, but we can see Liberty Square, and we are about to watch the Cursed Caravan come right at us.
Alright, so we just finished watching the Cursed Caravan.
I keep wanting to call it a cavalcade because they have the rainy day cavalcade in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, this was very, very short. Only a few parades, only a few floats or...
They weren't really even floats.
No, they really weren't. Just a few different types of sections. And I mean, I really liked seeing Oogie Boogie up there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually didn't even know Oogie Boogie was going to be part of that. So if you went to the Disney Villains After Hours during 2019, it was actually only the Maleficent Dragon that was going through the park. This year, for 2020, they have added some extra characters, and Ursula debuted tonight. She was awesome. Cool. It's similar to the fairies in the Festival of Fantasy Parade. It's like that concept, how she like moves around. So she was awesome. There was also Cruella de Vil, the big bad wolf, which I was like really surprised to see.
The stepmother, evil stepmother.
Oh, the stepmother, Lady Tremaine.
Lady Tremaine, yes. A few other characters. I mean, it was nice. It was very short though, so it was very quick. They kind of just literally, once they got here, they were through in about 5 minutes, maybe,
probably.
if that. We actually had time to kind of run back around the hub and catch most of it again. You could probably sprint all the way back up Main Street and catch them for the last parade. So one other thing to mention too about the Cursed Caravan is that there are two different ones. The one at 10...
two different showings.
Yeah, the one at 10:30, I think, actually comes in from Frontierland, does a loop in the hub, goes back to Frontierland. The last one that we just watched starts at 11:45, starts in Frontierland, and does the Festival of the Fantasy parade route, and so it ends up in Main Street. So there is no coming back. Once you see it, it's gone.
Yeah, and it happens basically right after the castle stage show. So if you have a good spot for the show, you can kind of just hang out and watch the cavalcade. Oh, dang, the caravan come thereafter. I got that stuck in my head now.
She needs a Coke or something to wake herself up.
But Ursula,
very cool.
She was my girl tonight. I don't know if you noticed earlier, but I was channeling my inner Ursula. I covered it all up because it's kind of cold tonight.
Oh, chills. All right, well, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Final thoughts and opinions of
Villains After Hours.
You go first.
So I think to maximize your time here at Villains After Hours, you need to have a game plan in mind when you first get here. Yes, the wait times are going to be really short and you're going to be able to see pretty much whatever you want because it's such low crowds. You still have to have an idea of like what route you want to do from the park, because you don't want to be jumping from like Thunder Mountain to Space Mountain, then back into Fantasyland, then back to Tomorrowland, because if you do that, you're really going to waste a lot of time like walking around the park.
Just kind of pick a direction and go with it.
Yes, or like pick a land and conquer it and then go to the next one. So we only did 3 rides tonight because we weren't really here for the rides. We kind of wanted to see the show and we wanted to see the caravan go through.
Well, and I think the other thing too is that first and foremost we should say thank you to Disney because they did invite us out. They brought us here, but we were obligated to go and watch the show. We were kind of obligated to see the Cursed Caravan, which we did want to see the Cursed Caravan.
Yeah, we did want to see those things.
The show I think I could have skipped, but I did really enjoy the show. I thought it was actually a really good show.
I thought the dancers were actually really good. The Evil Queen part was actually my favorite. With the dancers, like, I don't know, there was something about that music that was like right on. And also when Maleficent came out, I mean, like, the crowd went wild, and I mean, so did I, because Maleficent is awesome. And it was actually kind of like comical, like Hades tried to like make it kind of funny. So that was different than what like you're kind of used to with some of the shows.
So I think for me, we've done After Hours before. We've done here at Magic Kingdom. It was not Villains. And I think that you would be better off to do a regular After Hours event than come here and do this. Villains is about $15 per person more expensive than the regular After Hours. So if you're a family of 4, that's going to be $60 extra that you're going to be spending.
Yeah, extra
on top of, you know, just in between the two. So and the reason that I say that too is because if you're spending the extra amount of money, right, an After Hours ticket is more expensive than a one-day park ticket here to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Now there's a great benefit of being nobody here. I think we documented that pretty well in a lot of the areas where you see a lot of people. There wasn't anybody. But at the end of the night, you're really here to try and take advantage of the attractions. And I think if you're here for Villains, you're taking up 15 to 20 minutes for the stage show. You're taking up time to see the Cursed Caravan, even though it is pretty short. You know, overall, you might be losing about 45 minutes of ride time. That's a couple of attractions that you could be doing.
Now, if you do really want to come to Villains After Hours, because, I mean, that's what we were here to show you tonight, I think the best way to actually do it would be to do all of your rides whenever you get here. Get your snacks, get your drinks. Make sure you get something at the end of the night to take home with you, too. And do the very last show and do the very last caravan if you do want to see those things. If you don't want to see those things and you could care less, just go do all your rides and get your merch and whatever else. But if you want to see those things, do the last ones, because you'll make the most of your time doing all of the attractions first. Because this isn't like a regular park day where you're trying to fight for a spot for the parade and fight for a spot for the show. You can kind of like weasel your way in like last minute, and you're still gonna have a really good spot. So you don't really have to worry about that just because it's such low crowd levels here.
One thing that I would ask Disney to change, if they could, would be to close the park maybe at about at 8 o'clock instead of closing it at 9. Just because a lot of those guests that are here from during the day can still jump in line right at 8:59, and it's still kind of taken up. Now, one thing that is different is that they do run everybody that's here for the event through FastPass. But they still have to weave everybody that's still in the regular line too. So there is still some of that's going on. But other than that, I highly recommend that you guys take advantage of an After Hours event, whether it's here at Magic Kingdom or it's over at Animal Kingdom. Are they doing it anywhere else? I think it's just here in Animal Kingdom right now.
Yeah, for right now. So let us know if you have ever done Disney Villains After Hours here at Magic Kingdom.